17 of the NFL. And we'll get a look here at DeAndre Hopkins. He comes into this one 5th in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Cardinals and the 49ers coming up next.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin, as always, joined by my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Niners in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A CD, so often. Onto the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. First carry for James Conner. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Murray now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out, Trey Lance, now in his 2nd season out of North Dakota State. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Gets this one to Juszczyk. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about it.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped the yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The Lance going to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. The Niners at 13-3 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 7. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On play action, Lance out to his left. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now Lance on the bootleg. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Well, this defense for the Cards, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing now is Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, the quarterback really has the advantage then, because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside, as he did there.
And the final clocking there, according to Next Gen Stats, that sack occurred in 2.2 seconds. So the pass rush overwhelming that time. On 1st down, Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
On 2nd and 10, Lance escaping the pressure right.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
And that's complete to McCaffrey.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate, and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Ready?
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7.
A handoff. McCaffrey running right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have taken the lead.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So it's all down to this Week 18 on the NFL schedule. And that means that once we sort things out, we'll all be set for our second ever Super Wild Card weekend, which I think everyone agrees was a runaway success last year. We've got 2 games coming up on Saturday, 3 more on Sunday, and then we'll put a bow on it Monday night.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray, he'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Now, looky there. He's getting close to 1,000. I'm sure he knows where he stands. I bet if the offensive line didn't know, he made sure they knew. I'm closing in, guys. Final week of the season.
You know who really informed the offensive line? The offensive line coach.
Okay.
Because it's a big deal for his unit as well to be able to say, hey, we escorted guys to 1,000 yards or more in a season, just like blocking for a 3,000-yard or 4,000-yard passer. So it's a lot of pride on the line, and his pride is paramount because he wants to be able to join that pantheon of guys that in the NFL ran for 1,000 yards or more in a season.
Pride on the line. I see what you did there.
You like that?
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. J.J. Watt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
It was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first two quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They run over center with Mitchell.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Jalen Thompson.
The free safety rolled it all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
To throw, it's Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And some room to work. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Murray.
Locates Ertz going across the middle.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals! Zach Ertz from 13 yards out.
And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That time a 6-play drive.
And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It was Marcus Golden that time who came roaring in to get him. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And they'll go for it. Lance completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From midfield, here's Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance rolling to his right. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Lance looking to throw. And he's got it. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. The kick by Gould is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 8. A little under 1:50 remaining. Now Murray. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Murray.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. You got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Back to throw, Murray.
Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins.
Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. Murray to throw. Now a desperation throw, deep downfield.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
106 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. This is McCaffrey on the give. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So for San Francisco,
they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Arizona,
it will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 7-10.
And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved.
It's another one. We got another